This conference will now be recorded.
Fine. Am I audible, please?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, right. So we are supposed to start with assessment without SKF and without cost center group we have seen. And as the second scenario of assessment, we are supposed to see assessment cycle with SKF and without cost center group. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So please take step number 1. Create assessment cycle as ASSMT2 using KSU5 or KSU1. Step number 1. Create assessment cycle ASSMT2 using KSU5, KSU/KSU1. So earlier I have given path for KSU5. So straight away I am going with KSU5. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. So give KSU5 in the command box. KSU5 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Click on extras on the main menu. Click on extras on the main menu. Then cycle. Then click on create. So give the cycle code. Just I'm giving it as ASSMT2. For earlier we have used 1. Now I'm going with 2. Then start date. Give the first day of the financial year. Starting day of the financial year. 1st April 2019. Assessment cycle 2. 1st April 2019. Press enter. Press enter. Give the text assessment cycle 2. Assessment cycle 2. Give the text assessment cycle 2. Click on attach segment on the top left. Click on attach segment on the top left. Attach segment on the top left. Give the segment name. Just I'm giving segment 1. Segment 1 and the description as assessment cycle segment 1. Give the segment name segment 1 and complete description assessment cycle segment 1. Then here assessment cost element, nothing but secondary cost element we have created 921001 something we have created. So give the assessment cost element here. Just click on this drop down button. By clicking on the drop down button, system will display the cost element, secondary cost element which we have created. So double click on the assessment cost element or secondary cost element displayed by the system. Double click on the assessment cost element displayed by the system. So before going further, see, create as we are looking into the scenario called assessment cycle with SKF, statistical key figure. Okay, so here variable portion type, for variable portion type select plan statistical key figures. For variable portion type, select plan statistical key figures. Continuation. Click on Senders/Receivers tab. Click on Senders/Receivers tab. Give the cost center, service 1, service 1, service 1, cost element 3,01 to 3,99. From cost element 3,01 and to cost element 3,99,999. Give the cost center production 1 to production 3. Production 1 to production 3. We are not going with group, cost center group, without cost center group. Understood the scenario, please, Manisha?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. So that is the reason why I'm giving from and to. Otherwise, if it is with the group, I would have given group here. Okay. Continuation. So give the receiver cost center production 1 and production 3. Click on sender values tab. Sender values tab. Give the version 0. Give the version 0. Continuation. Click on receiver tracing factor tab. Click on receiver tracing factor tab. Click on receiver tracing factor tab. And here version give 0, and statistical key figure which we have created MMI1. So statistical key figure, give the statistical key figure which we have created, that is MMI1. You can scroll down. MMI1 area occupied. MMI1 statistical key figure MMI1. Continuation, please. Click on Senders/Receivers tab. Click on Senders/Receivers tab. Click on formal check icon. Click on formal check icon. Formal check icon. And get the message, formal cycle check was successful. You must and should get this message. Get the message, formal cycle check was successful. You can see the message in the bottom left side. Formal cycle check was successful. Click on save, floppy icon. Click on save. Press enter. Press enter. And get the message, cycle ASSMT2 starting date 01/04/2019 has been saved. Get the message, cycle assessment 2, that is ASSMT2 starting date 1st April 2019 has been saved. So we have created assessment cycle with SKF. Next step. Step number 2. Process expenses to the service cost center using F-02. process expenses to the service cost center using F-02. So using F-02, F-02. So give F-02 in the command box, press enter, press enter. Give the document date, today's date, document type SA, document type SA, company code, our company code, MMI1, MMI1, posting date, today's date, today's date, posting period 5, posting period 5, currency INR, currency INR, posting key 40, 40, that is debit. So 3 lakh 1, you can give any expense GL account, just I'm giving 3 lakh 1. Press enter, press enter. Give the amount, let's say 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Remove the, write down carefully, remove the cost center which is defaulted. Write down very carefully, remove the cost center which is defaulted and give service 1 cost center. Give service 1 cost center in the field cost center. Give the service 1 cost center in the field cost center. Then text rent processing to the service 1 cost center. Rent processing to the service 1 cost center. Give the posting key 50, 1 lakh 1, 1 lakh 1. Press enter, press enter. Give star in amount field, plus in text field, star in amount field, plus in text field. Click on document on the main menu. Click on document on the main menu. Click on simulate. Click on simulate and click on post. Click on post. Click on post. Yeah, so we have processed expenses to service cost center. We have processed a cost or expenses of 50,000 to the service 1 cost center. That means if we go and see the service 1 cost center, it should show a cost balance of 50,000. Let us check that. Step number 3. Display service cost center balance using KSB1. Using KSB1. KSB1. Display service cost center balance using KSB1. So give KSB1 in the command box. B1 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Give the service cost center, service 1. Give the cost center, service 1, service 1. Click, do not give any other details in other fields which are appearing in the screen. Only give cost center, service cost center. Click on execute. Click on execute. It should show the balance of 50,000. Cost 50,000 as cost. If you come down, you can see here. See, 50,000 is the cost. So assume that this 50,000 must have been incurred by the service 1 cost center for rendering services to production 1 and 2 and 3. So as this 50,000 cost has been incurred by service 1 cost center for providing services to production 1, 2 and 3, this 50,000 must and should be distributed, should be transferred, should be shared among production 1, 2 and 3. So that distribution will happen, can be done by executing assessment cycle which we have created. So let us execute the assessment cycle for distribution of cost from service cost center to production cost centers. So take step number 4. Execute assessment cycle ASSMT2 using KSU5. Execute assessment cycle ASSMT2 using KSU5 in order to distribute the cost of service cost center to the production cost centers. I repeat the step description. Execute assessment cycle ASSMT2 using KSU5 in order to distribute the cost of service cost center to production cost centers. So give KSU5 in the command box. Give KSU5 in the command box. KSU5 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Give the period 5 to 5. Period. Current period shall be given 5 to 5. Fiscal year 2019. Fiscal year 2019. Write down very carefully. Ensure that test run and detail list checkboxes are already in selection mode. I repeat once again. Ensure that test run and detail list checkboxes are already in selection mode. Now, give the cycle. To give the cycle, click on this drop down button. Click on this drop down button. By clicking on this drop down button, what will happen is system will show us the assessment cycles which we have created so far. By clicking on this drop down button, system will display the number of assessment cycles which we have created. So I'm clicking on right now. So far we have created 2 assessment cycles, assessment cycle 1 and 2. So the present we are supposed to use assessment cycle 2. So double click on assessment cycle 2. Double click on assessment cycle 2. Continuation. Click on execute. Click on execute. It will take some time, please. Please do wait. Yeah, get the message processing status test run. Get the message processing status test run and processing completed without errors. You must and should get this message processing completed without errors, which means no mistakes have been done so far. Whatever the settings and whatever the process we have gone so far is correct. So please write down, get the message processing status test run, processing completed without errors. Click on back. Click on back. Once you click on back icon, system will ask leave list. Then click on yes. Click on yes. Write down carefully. Uncheck test run checkbox. Uncheck test run or remove test run. Uncheck test run or remove test run. Click on execute. Click on execute and please wait. Yeah, get the message processing status update run. Processing status update run and processing completed without errors. And processing completed without errors. Processing status update run, processing completed without errors. So we have successfully executed assessment cycle. As we have successfully executed assessment cycle, the cost of service cost center must have been distributed, must have been shared to production cost centers, that is production 1, 2 and 3. So as the cost of service cost center has been distributed to production cost centers, the cost in service cost center must have become 0. So let us check that. Next step, display. Step number 5, display service cost center balance using KSB1. Display service cost center balance using KSB1 and ensure that the balance is 0. Ensure that the balance is 0. Ensure that the balance is 0. So give KSB1 in the command box. KSB1 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. And give the cost center. Only give service cost center. Do not give any other details in other fields. Only give service cost center. Click on execute. Click on execute. And if you come down, you can see the balance as 0. Why it is not? One second. Let us also see production cost centers. Just one second. $50,000, $30,000, $20,000. What happened? $3,01,000 rent GL account. One second. Hmm. చెప్తున్నా. see here for production 1, production 230, why 1 lakh? Shoot. One second. Processing completed. Sender. Just 1 second.
This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, hi there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll go ahead with the next scenario to not to have confusion. I'll check and let you know. Next scenario,
Yeah.
assessment cycle with SKF and with cost center group assessment cycle with SKF and with cost center group So please take step number 1 with SKF and with cost center group. Step number 1, to not to have confusion, I'm creating one more service cost center for your understanding sake. Create one more service cost center. I'm using the code SERVC2. 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 I don't want to go with service one cost center to avoid confusion, please. Okay. So create one more service cost center using KS01. Using KS01. Using KS01. So give KS01 in the command box. Give KS01 in the command box. KS01 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Press enter. So give the code SERVC2. SERVC2 valid from 1st April 2019. 1st April 2019. You can see here reference. I'm giving the reference cost center as SERVC1. So that by giving reference first service cost center as reference, the data from a service one cost center, master data from service one cost center will be copied. You don't need to fill up all the details. Okay. So cost center in the reference cost center give service one, nothing but by copying existing service cost center, we are creating new cost center. Give the controlling area MMI1, our controlling area. So reference cost center service one and controlling area MMI1. MMI1. Press enter. Press enter. Press enter. See, some fields have been derived from service one cost center. So simply change the name from SERVC1 to SERVC2. Change the name from SERVC1 to SERVC2. And the description also service cost center 1 to service cost center 2. Description service cost center 2. And click on save. Click on save. Get the warning message. Profit center accounting active but no profit center specified. Get the warning message. Profit center accounting active but no profit center specified. Ignore the warning message. Press enter. Ignore the warning message. Press enter. And get the message cost center has been created. Get the message cost center has been created. So now next step. Step number 2. Create assessment cycle ASSMT3. Create assessment cycle ASSMT3 using KSU5 or KSU1. Create assessment cycle assessment 3 ASSMT3 using KSU5 oblique KSU1. So give KSU1 in the command box, KSU5 in the command box, give KSU5 in the command box, press enter, click on extras on the main menu, cycle, then click on create, extras, cycle, create, give the name as ASSMT3, third cycle, give the cycle ASSMT3 and start date 1st April 2019, press enter, give the text assessment cycle 3, click on attach segment tab, which is on the top left. Click on attach segment, give the segment name just segment 1 and assessment cycle segment 1. Give the segment name segment 1 and assessment cycle segment 1. Then give the assessment cost element, which we have created 921001. So click on this drop down button, double click on the assessment cost element or secondary cost element displayed by the system. Double click on the secondary cost element or assessment cost element displayed by the system. Then variable portion type, select plan statistical key figures. Variable portion type, plan statistical key figures. Then click on senders oblique receivers tab, second tab. Click on senders oblique receivers tab and from cost center, give service to cost center. Earlier we were using 1, now give 2 to not to have confusion, please. Service to, then cost element 3,01,000 to 3,99,000. 3,01,000 to 3,99,999. So here receiver, earlier we have given production 1, production 3. This is from receiver cost center field. This is to receiver cost center field. So earlier we have given from cost center and to cost center. Now we don't need to give the cost center from and to cost center, receiving cost centers. Rather, we are seeing a scenario called with cost center group. We have already created cost center group in the last session. So give that group. So to know the group, click on this drop down button. So we have created receivers here. Service to all production, receivers. Okay. So click on this receivers cost center group. Double click on receivers cost center group. Receivers. Okay. Right. Continuation. Click on sender sender values tab, click on sender values tab and give the version 0, give the version 0. Click on receiver tracing factor tab. Click on receiver tracing factor tab and here version 0 and give the statistical key figure which we have created, MMI1, area occupied by each cost center. Statistical key figure MMI1. Continuation. Click on senders oblique receivers tab. Senders oblique receivers tab. Click on formal check icon. Click on formal check icon and get the message formal cycle check was successful. Get the message formal cycle check was successful. Click on save, which is looking like a floppy icon. Click on save, press enter and get the message cycle ASSMT3 has been saved. Get the message cycle ASSMT3 has been saved. Has been saved. Just 1 second, I'll stop my screen sharing and again I'll on it. Please be on the line. Right, I'm sharing my screen. So we have created assessment cycle with SKF and with cost center group. Okay, now next step. Step number 3. Process expenses against service cost center. I'm mentioning in brackets SERVC2, SERVC2. Process expenses against service cost center SERVC2 using F-02. Using F-02. So give F-02. You know this F-02 very well, so I go a bit fast. So give F-02 in the command box, press enter. Give the document date, today's date, document type SA, company code MMI1, posting date, today's date, posting period 5, currency INR, posting key 40, just I'm taking rent GL account 3 lakh 1, some expense. You can take any expense related GL account. Presenter 1 lakh. Just I'm giving 1 lakh. Cost center. This is important. Remove the existing cost center and give service to cost center. New cost center, new service cost center which we have created. Service to cost center. Give the text rent processing to service to cost center. Service to cost center. Posting key 50. Posting key 50. 1 lakh 1 cash GL account. Presenter. Give star in amount field plus in text field. Click on document on the main menu. Click on simulate. Click on post. Now, if we go and see the service to cost center, it should show the balance of 1 lakh. Let us check that. Step number 4. Step number 4. Display service cost center balance using KSB1. Using KSB1. KSB1. So give KSB1 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. And give the cost center service to. Only give service to cost center. Do not give any other details. Only give service to cost center. Service to cost center. Click on execute. Click on execute. See 1 lakh. Now assume that this 1 lakh cost has been incurred by service to cost center for providing services to the cost centers there in the cost center group receivers 3. Getting my point? We have created assessment cycle with cost center group, no? So just I will show you that cost center group. See, under this cost center group, these are all the cost centers. So assuming that whatever incurred by the service cost center 1 lakh, this cost has been incurred by this cost center service to for providing services to all these 5 cost centers. Therefore, this cost 1 lakh has to be distributed. 1 lakh has to be shared among those 5 cost centers. For sharing, for distributing, we will have to use assessment cycle which we have created. Let us do that. Step number 5. Step number 5. Execute assessment cycle ASSMT3 using KSU5. Execute assessment cycle ASSMT3 using KSU5 in order to distribute the cost of service cost center to the production cost centers. I repeat the step description. Write down very carefully, please. Execute assessment cycle ASSMT3 using KSU5 in order to distribute the cost of service cost center to the production cost centers. So give KSU5 in the command box. Give KSU5 in the command box. Give KSU5 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Give the period 5 period 5 to 5. 5 to 5. From period 5 and to period 5. Always it must be period must be current period. Fiscal year 2019. 2019. Next, ensure that test run and detail list checkboxes are already selected. Ensure that test run and detail list checkboxes are already selected. And here cycle, give the cycle which we have created. So that is ASS MT3. To give that, click on this drop down button. To give that, click on this drop down button, and system, once we click on the drop down button, system will display the number of cycles which we have created. So double click on assessment cycle 3. Double click on assessment cycle 3. Click on execute. Click on execute. Click on execute. And get the message. Get the message. Get the message. Processing status test run. Processing status test run. And processing completed without errors. Processing completed without errors. Processing completed without errors. Click on back. Click on back. System will ask leave list. Then click on yes. Click on yes. Uncheck test run or remove test run. Uncheck test run or remove test run. Continuation. Click on execute. Click on execute. Get the message processing status update run. Processing status update run. And processing completed without errors. And processing completed without errors. Get the message processing status update run and processing completed without errors. Next step. Step number 6. Display service cost center SERVC2 balance. Just 1 second. Right. So step description. Display service cost center service to balance using KSB1 and ensure that the balance is 0. The balance is 0. Ensure that the balance is 0. So give KSB1 in the command box. Give KSB1 in the command box. Give KSB1 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Give the cost center service to. Give the cost center service to. Only give service to cost center. Do not give any other details. Click on execute. Click on execute. See, you can see the cost center service to cost has become 0. Visible?
Yes.
Right. That means this 1 lakh must have been distributed among production 1, 2, 3 and A2, A1 and A3 cost centers. Let us check them also as well as the next step. Step number 7. Display production cost centers balance using KSB1 and ensure that the cost of service cost center in brackets SERVC2 must have been distributed to all production cost centers. All production cost centers there in the cost center group. Display production cost centers balance using KSB1 and ensure that the cost of service cost center SERVC2 must have been distributed to all production cost centers. That's it, all production cost centers. So give KSB1 in the command box. Give KSB1 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Give the cost center group. Give the cost center group receivers 3, which we have created. Receivers 3. Only give cost center group. Do not give any other details. Give the cost center group. Click on execute. Click on execute. See here. For machine 1 18,181, machine 2 18,181, production 1 36,000, and you can come down like this. Production 2 18,181 and for production 3 9090. Clear?
Yes.
Right. So last scenario D. Scenario D. Scenario D. Assessment cycle without SKF and with cost center group. Assessment cycle without SKF and with cost center group. With cost center group. Right. Step number 1. Step number 1. Create assessment cycle. I'm giving the code itself here itself. ASSMT4. Create assessment cycle ASSMT4 using KSU5 or KSU1. Using KSU5 or KSU1. Create assessment cycle ASSMT4 using KSU5 or KSU1. So give KSU5 in the command box. KSU5 in the command box. Press enter. Press enter. Click on extras on the main menu. Click on extras on the main menu. Cycle. Cycle. And click on create. Click on create. Click on create. Give the cycle code. As I mentioned, it is an alphanumerical code, ASSMT4. ASSMT4. Starting date, first day of the month, 0104. First day of the year, sorry, financial year. 1st April 2019. 1st April 2019. Press enter. Press enter. Give the text assessment cycle 4. Assessment cycle 4. Click on attach segment on the top left. Click on attach segment on the top left. Give the segment name. Just I'm giving segment 1 and assessment cycle segment 1. Assessment cycle segment 1. Give the assessment cost element 921000001. So click on this drop down button. System will display the cost element, secondary cost element, nothing but assessment cost element. So double click on assessment cost element displayed by the system. Double click on assessment cost element displayed by the system. So before going further, the scenario which we are seeing is assessment cycle without SKF and with cost center group. Okay, so remember this, without SKF. Here receiver rule visible.
Yeah.
So receiver rule, against receiver rule, select fixed percentages. Select fixed percentages. Receiver rule, select fixed percentages. And click on senders oblique receivers tab. Click on senders oblique receivers tab. Give the cost center service to cost center. Cost element 3,01,000 to 3,99,000. Cost element 3,01,000 to 3,99,000. Receiver, give the group which we have created, receivers 3. Receivers 3. If you remember directly, you can type it, or else you have an option to select from the drop down button. So receivers. So receivers 3. Click on receiver tracing factor tab. Click on receiver tracing factor tab. Last tab, receiver tracing factor tab. So where from system picked up these cost centers? How these cost centers have been picked up? Any idea?
Yeah, from the group.
Yeah, from the group. Inside the group receivers 3, we have assigned these cost centers. As we have given cost center group as the receivers, system has picked up all the cost centers which we have maintained under that group. So here we need to maintain the percentage. So just I am mentioning 30, 30, then 30, no 30, 20, then 10, 10. Total must be 100. 30, 30, 20, 10, 10. Continuation. As we are not going with SKF, we have to maintain the percentage. If we are going with SKF, statistical key figure, we don't need to mention this percentage manually. Understood?
Yeah.
Right. Continuation. Click on senders oblique receivers tab. Click on senders oblique receivers tab. Click on formal check icon. Click on formal check icon and get the message formal cycle check was successful. And get the message formal cycle check was successful. Click on save. Click on save. Press enter and get the message cycle ASSMT4 has been saved. Get the message cycle ASSMT4 has been saved. Next step. Step number 2. Process expenses oblique cost to the cost center, to the service cost center, to the service cost center within brackets SCRVC2 using F-02. F-02. So give F-02 in the command box. Press enter. Give the document date, today's date, document type SA, company code MMI1, posting date, today's date, posting period 5, currency INR, posting key 40, 3,01,000. Let's take 3,02,000. 3,02,000 salaries. Any expense GL account you can take. Press enter. 1 lakh. Let's say 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs. Remove the cost center defaulted and give service to cost center. Then text salaries processing to service cost center 2. Posting key 50. 1,01,000 cash GL account. Press enter. Give star in amount field plus in text field. Click on document, click on simulate, click on post. Next step, step number 3. Display service to service cost center SCRVC2 balance using KSB1. Display service cost center balance, that is service to cost center, using KSB1. So give KSB1 in the command box. KSB1 in the command box, press enter. give the service to cost center. Only give cost center, do not give any other details, please. If there are any data in other fields, remove them. So only give cost center, please. Service to cost center, and click on execute. Click on execute. Now see here, 2 lakhs visible.
Yeah.
Now let us distribute the cost of service to cost center by executing assessment cycle 4 to distribute it to production cost centers. So next, step number 4, execute assessment cycle ASSMT4 using KSU5 in order to distribute the cost of service cost centers to production cost centers. In order to distribute the cost of service cost center to the production cost centers. Execute assessment cycle ASSMT4 using KSU5 in order to distribute the cost of service cost center to production cost centers. So give KSU5 in the command box. KSU5 in the command box. Press enter. Give the current period 5 to 5 from period 5 and to period 5. Give the period 5 and 5. Fiscal year 2019. Fiscal year 2019. Ensure that test run and detail list checkboxes are already selected. Ensure that test run and detail list checkboxes are already selected. Here cycle. To give the cycle, click on this drop down button. By clicking on this drop down button, system will display the number of cycles which we have created or number of cycles available in the system. So click on this drop down button. Double click on assessment cycle 4 which we have created just now. Double click on assessment cycle 4 and click on execute. Click on execute. Get the message processing status test run. Get the message processing status test run. Processing completed without errors. Processing completed without errors. Click on back. Click on yes. Click on yes. Uncheck test run or remove test run. Uncheck test run or remove test run and click on execute. Click on execute. Get the message processing status update run. Processing status update run and processing completed without errors. And processing completed without errors. You can see here receivers. By clicking on this, you will come to know. See receivers. So next step, we have successfully completed. Next step. Step number 5. display service cost center, SERVC2 balance using KSB1 and ensure that the balance is 0. Ensure that the balance is 0. Display service cost center balance using KSB1 and ensure that the balance is 0. Just 1 second, please. Why? Right. So give the KSB1 in the command box. KSB1 in the command box. Press enter. KSB1 in the command box. Press enter. Give the service to cost center. Only give service to cost center and click on execute. Click on execute. Actually here it must be 0, but it is not showing 0 visible.
Yeah.
Right, there must be some reason. I'll try to find it out. Okay, but point is, while executing the assessment cycle, we should get processing completed without errors. That is what we need to get. Okay,
Okay.
right. So this is what is assessment basically. So we have seen distribution, also we have seen assessment. Okay, so out of 3 we have seen 2. Next we are supposed to see internal or orders, that we will see in tomorrow's session. Okay,
Yeah.
right. So we'll see you in tomorrow's session. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.